In this video, I'm going to explain how I get unlimited content ideas for affiliate marketing, and if you stick until the end, I'm going to share a bonus tip that will help you accelerate the customer journey and move your audience members towards a buying decision quicker. Okay, this was a training I delivered inside my free Facebook group, and I'm going to cut over to it. Before we dive into it, if you are new to the channel, my name is André Marvão, and I help people start and grow their affiliate marketing businesses from 0 to 6 figures organically. So if that's something you are interested in, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you get notified whenever I drop a new video, and if you get any value from this one, smash the like button and let me know below if you have any comments or questions, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you'd like to get more information about what I do, click the first link in the description, which will get you to my free Facebook group. Okay, I'm going to cut over to that video right now. See you there. For me to explain this, I'm going to explain a scenario that happened to me a lot in the beginning of my journey, and I know happens to a lot of people when they start the content creation game. Okay, which is sitting down at your desk and ready to produce a piece of content and thinking to yourself, what should I write about today? What should I talk about today? And you are not sure. And what you do is usually you start looking around and checking other people's profiles and other people's content to get some ideas. You spend a few hours trying to come up with an idea, then a few more hours writing a piece of content. You put your art, your soul into that piece of content, and then when you post it, you don't see too much interaction. Okay, you don't see people raising their hands, you don't see people wanting to know more about your offer, you don't see people showing any interest on what you are posting. Okay, this was something I faced in the beginning of my journey when I started the content creation game, and I know this is something that is common when people are starting to produce content. Okay, and what I want to share today is the key piece, one of the key pieces of producing content that creates interest and grabs people's attention and generates leads, and it will lead to people want to know more about your offer because you are doing something that is basically giving them what they want, and I'm going to explain what I mean by that. Okay, so the key to produce effective content that your audience wants to consume, and effective content that moves people from not knowing you, not liking you, not trusting you, to being ready to explore your solution and buy your affiliate offer, because that's the goal of content. If someone watching is not familiar with why we produce content and what's the reason we produce content, your content is nurturing your audience, is moving people from not knowing you, not liking you, not trusting you, from being a cold lead. There is no like and trust because they just joined your audience. And your goal with content is to start moving these people closer and closer and closer and closer to your product and to a buying decision, by building trust, by shifting their beliefs, by educating them. So content does a lot of heavy lifting in moving people towards a buying decision. Okay, so the key to produce content that does that is very simple, and this is something, when I realized this, it was a big light bulb moment for me, and it removed a lot of the work of trying to get ideas, because people give you the ideas. Okay, so the key to produce content that your audience wants to consume is interacting with them consistently and listening to what they say. Okay, it's as simple as this. Okay, if you do this, you will start producing content that is exactly what people want to consume, because they are telling you what they want to consume. They are telling you their problems, pains, goals, desires. You just have to listen, use your ears, and give them exactly what they want. For example, this live that I'm producing right now was exactly a question I was asked from someone in a conversation. Okay. And why do I do this? Because I know if this person has this question, more people will have the same question. So I'm giving the answer to a question that I was asked, and I know if this person is asking this question is because this person is interested in knowing more about the topic. So I'm creating a piece of content that gives value and educates people on that same topic. And if one person in my audience has that question, more people in my audience will have the same question. So I'm using my ears and listening to exactly what people are asking or people are telling me are their problems and their struggles, and I'm giving them exactly what they want. So that's one of the key pieces of producing effective content is giving your audience exactly what they want by using your ears and listening to what they tell you. Because when you do that, people feel understood and people see that you care, and people see that you can help them because you are giving them the answer that they are looking for. Okay, so for you to be able to do this, for you to be able to start interacting with the right people, and for you to start getting those ideas from people, first you need to do some work before. You need to understand your target customer, and that comes from understanding the product you are trying to sell. So defining niche, sub niche, product, and then target customer. And when you know your target customer, you know who are the people you need to bring to your audience. And whatever platform you are using, in different platforms, you have different strategies to start bringing these people to your audience. On Facebook, which is what I use, is we go to Facebook groups, Facebook pages, and we start adding people as friends. And when they accept the friend request, they enter our friends list, and they start becoming exposed to our content in our Facebook profile. Okay, so defining that target customer is what allows us to know where to go, what groups to go to, what pages to go to find the right people, because you want to have the right people in your audience. If you are selling a product about fitness, you don't want people in your audience interested in make money online. Okay, so you need to have a clear understanding of target customer, so you know who are the people you need to attract that need your offer. Okay, and when you have that understanding, you start bringing those people to your audience, and when those people are in your audience, they start becoming exposed to you, and you can interact with them, especially if you are on a platform where you can use DMs. Okay, like Facebook. On Facebook, I can start having conversations with people and building relationships with people in the DMs. Besides all the content that is doing the heavy lifting, I can also talk with people directly and build those relationships with them. And when I'm interacting with people every single day, I see the things people tell me, and I use that as fuel for my content. So the work of getting content ideas is reduced. You don't need to spend so much time getting content ideas, because every time you see something someone tells you, you just write it down and you know that's something I need to talk about. And in next week, for example, you can use that topic that someone told you they need help with. Okay, for example, I do a lot of lives about traffic and lead generation because I know my target customer asks a lot of questions about lead generation and traffic because it's their biggest struggle. And how do I know that? Because I talk with people and I see that's a common question I get is, what's the best traffic source? Where can I go to get the best traffic? Or how can I generate leads? Okay, so when you start having the right people in your audience and you start interacting with them, a lot of your content ideas will come from the things they say. And that's the best thing you can do, because you are giving them exactly what they want to consume. And when you do that, you build trust, and people see that you have knowledge and you can help them with those things. Okay, of course, if you are just starting, you will start learning and improving your skills so you can start helping people more and more and more with your knowledge. Okay, but when you are starting, you answer as you can for the stage you are at in your journey. Okay, if someone asks you a question that you don't know, of course you are honest and say, I don't know right now, but I will find the answer and I will create a piece of content about that specific thing that you just asked. And then you can ask a mentor, you can ask a coach that helps you with the answer. Then when you have that answer, then you can create a piece of content around that. Okay, so listening to your target customer is, in my opinion, the best way to find content ideas, is giving people exactly what they want to consume. And that is one of the best ways to create trust with your audience, and having people paying attention to you and becoming more open to explore solutions that you have to offer, because you show them that you understand their problems and you are giving them exactly what they want. Okay, so that is the key piece, is using your ears and paying attention to what people say. If you combine that with video content, it's like putting gasoline on a fire. Okay, because when you do what I just explained and you combine that with video content, which is one of the fastest ways to build trust with people, because people hear your voice, people see your face instead of just reading words in written format. With video, you can really accelerate the trust building process and shorten the customer journey, shorten the time period between people joining your audience and people being ready to explore a solution because they trust you. Okay, with video you can really accelerate that journey and get people from cold to hot faster. Okay, that's why video is so powerful. So I would totally recommend you guys including video in your strategy because it can really help accelerating that trust building process with your audience. Okay, of course video is not required to get results. I was getting sales before I started doing video content, but when I started doing video content I really noticed the power of it, and I saw how much quicker people start trusting me because they see my face and they hear my voice in a video format. Okay, and it removes the need for you to jump on calls one-to-one with everyone because people see your face in a video format, which is one-to-many. You don't need to be one-to-one with everyone on a call for them to see your face. They see your face and they hear your voice in a video format instead of you having to spend one-to-one time with all those people on a call. Okay, so that really helps with the trust building process and accelerating that customer journey.